Hi, everybody. It's Christy Wilson Dauk coming to you on Facebook Live on Thursday. And I'm here today to talk again about the book, Adventures in Franchise Ownership. And today we'll be talking about Chapter 3 in Pillar 1, which is all about building layers of loyalty. Before I begin, just good wishes and blessings to our friends in North and South Carolina, all those that are in the path of the hurricane coming your way. I mention hurricanes a couple of times in my book. In various parts of the country, we have weather conditions that can be very, very upsetting and depressing and destructive, of course. And it's very difficult for business owners and franchisees to manage through those. But hang in there. We'll be thinking about you. And also a shout out to my friends in Huntsville, Alabama at Boeing Company. So let's get to Chapter 3. Chapter 3 is called Show Employees You Care and Make It Count. So as you're building layers of loyalty between your clients, your clients, your employees, your community, and if you are a franchisee with your franchisor, it's very important that you balance those layers. When it comes to your employees, you got to make it count. People know when you're being genuine. People know when you really care. I used to start every meeting, every annual meeting with kind of a go around the room and mention not every single employee, there were over 50, but a few and something special that I knew about each one, something not confidential and special. And people would comment later, wow, that was pretty neat that you said that and that you knew that. And I like to show that, yeah, I care about everybody here. And that's exactly what you want to try to show and obviously mean when you're building layers of loyalty for your employees. So the franchisee that I concentrated on in this chapter was Allie Geiger. She's a Dream Vacations franchisee. She's a top performing franchisee. It's a division of World Travel Corporation, which I think is one of, if not the largest travel companies in the world. She says, I surround myself with a team of professionals who are also passionate about travel and encourage them to strive to make their book of business all it can be. She uses a tiered pay structure, so the more they grow, the more they earn. So don't show that you're greedy if you are, and don't be greedy, if you care about your employees. I also allow associates to log in and book their clients under a personal code so they earn the valuable travel industry award points that many owner agencies typically retain for themselves. So she's allowing them to enjoy some of the same privileges and benefits that she does as an owner. So that's a great way to show loyalty and to build loyalty, Allie. So I talk in the book about how your employees are mini ambassadors and goodwill gatherers. If you don't realize that you've got a mini PR agency working for you, think again about that. Your employees really can generate more business for you. And so the better they feel about you as a boss, your company as an enterprise, that is going to help strengthen your business. So I talk about kickstarting loyalty this year, your unwritten contract. And basically, I recommend that you do something each year that shows your employees that you're thinking about them. And I don't mean doing something small. I mean doing something that requires some thought, some energy, and probably, some money. And that you announce it at the beginning of the year and you make a big deal about it. And that you follow up as the months progress to make sure that you're hitting the mark. And then if it's not something that you want to keep around, you can always change that. But you need to have some sort of a kickoff in the beginning of the year that focuses on the employees, not just about generating sales. The next section I go into is you don't know if you don't ask. There's got to be some methodology that you use, something confidential that allows you to know what they're thinking and to give you feedback about how much they like or dislike or issues that they have working for you. It could be a survey. It could be a one-on-one. I do go back to that. It's got to be confidential. I learned so much by doing this each year, and I would immediately give feedback. It might be directly or it might be through a newsletter to everybody. But very, very important to ask, how are we doing here as a business? How are we doing for you as an employee and your family? I talk a little bit about keeping paychecks positive, which means I always stuck around on the Friday that it was Paycheck Friday every other week. If your paycheck wasn't right, I wanted to know. I didn't want it to fester over the weekend. I didn't want you to have a question about why there was a particular deduction or anything. If there was something that needed to be fixed, I fixed it on the spot. There are other things you can do with the paycheck I go through in the book, but that is something that you need to be mindful about. People are there to get paid. It needs to be right. That shows you care. Recognition and reward, there are many, many, many different things you can do. I have some examples in here, but I also talk about mixing it up. It's really important to keep things alive, to keep things interesting, to keep people engaged. If something's not working, you can always change it, but maybe you even have a little committee to explore that. But I have several different ideas in here. And most important, and I'll leave you with this, is start now. If you don't have any great ideas, ask a trusted employee or call a fellow franchisee and get some ideas. But if you don't think you're doing anything meaningful now, then you probably aren't. And there's no need to wait. This program in the pillar methodology is that you add layers, but you also can take layers off. So think about your employees for a few days and think about how you can build stronger loyalty bonds with them, and it'll be something that'll be extremely worthwhile. So that's it for today. The book is called Adventures in Franchise Ownership, 4 Pillars to Strengthen, Protect, and Grow Your Business. You can find it on Amazon, you can find it on Barnes & Noble, and I think on Target.com. But anyway, thanks for listening. I look forward to speaking to you again in 1 week. Take care. Bye for now.